Hi guys, this is CA Shubham Sangvi and this is the third video on random variables. In the last two videos we discussed about the two different types of random variables, which is discrete random variable and continuous random variable. So we have already discussed these two types की इनके बीच में distinction क्या है and what is the difference between the two, how to detect ki which one of them is discrete random variable, which one of them is continuous random variable. Today we are going to discuss about the probability distribution of these two random variable. So probability distribution hota kya hai, we'll need to understand the meaning of that and then we'll move on to the two different types of probability distribution. So to understand that, let's take an example of a discrete random variable where x experiment पहले लिख लेते हैं. So the experiment is the random experiment which we are going to discuss is, let's say a coin is tossed for 3 times. So these are common examples जो हम काफी बार ले लेते हैं to discuss or to explain your concept. Coin होता है, then there is an example of a dice where dice is thrown for so many times and so on. Anyway, so a random experiment where a coin is tossed for 3 times. So let x be a random variable where x is the number of heads. So how many number of heads? If we are tossing the coin 3 times, what are the possible number of heads which can occur? So there can be 0 heads, 1 head, 2 head, or all 3 can be the heads. So 3 coins हम toss कर रहे हैं, तो obviously the answer can be, for the number of heads, can be 0, 1, 2 and 3. So there are 4 different possible cases for the number of heads. Now let's write down the probability for it. So we'll just list down the sample space for it. HHH, HHT, then HTH, THH, then TTH, THT, and similarly HTT, and final will be a TTT. So there are 8 different cases, of which how many cases are there where there are 0 heads? So we are looking at x where x is the number of heads. So tell me how many cases of these 8 cases are there where there are 0 heads. So obviously there is only one case out of the 8 cases, and therefore the probability of 0 heads will be 1 out of 8. Similarly, the probability of 1 head out of 3 coin tosses will be nothing but these 3 cases, first, second and third. These 3 cases constitute the cases where there is only 1 head. So there are 3 cases, so the probability will be 3 by 8. Similarly, for 2 heads there will be probability again 3 by 8. देखो, these are the 3 cases, ये 2 and this is the third case. So these are the 3 cases where we get 2 different heads, and there is only one case where we get all heads. So if we obviously add all of these probabilities, the addition will always result into 1. So what we are doing while writing this table is basically distributing the total probability. What we are doing is distributing the total probability of 1 in different cases or different outcomes of the random variable. So the probability of 1 is being distributed among the different outcomes of the random variable. So random variable के जितने भी अलग अलग values हो सकते हैं, उन values में हम इस total probability of 1 को distribute कर रहे हैं, इसलिए इसी को हम बोलते हैं probability distribution. So basically this is nothing but probability distribution. So what we are doing is distributing the probability, total probability of 1 among different cases of the random variable. समझ में आ रहा है? Let's take another example. Let y be a random variable where y is पहले random experiment लिख लेते हैं. Let's take a random experiment where unbiased dice is thrown twice. let y be the sum on the two numbers, sum on the dice. So dice पे जो दो results हमारे आएंगे उसकी sum is the random experiment. So let's take the different values of y. So the minimum sum can be 2. If the results are 1 and 1 on both the dice, the minimum sum will be 2, and it will move on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Maximum sum can be 12. 6 and 6 on both the dice, the maximum sum will be 12. Let's see the probability of these cases. So there is only one case where the probability will be or rather where the total will be 2, which is 1, 1, and in totality n of s will be equal to 6 raised to 2, which is 36 different cases. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3 से लेके 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 6 तक हमको सारे cases count करने. So there will be around 36 cases, of which we are going to look into the sum of the two outcomes. So there are different types of sums right from 2 to 12, and we are looking into the probability of different outcomes now. So 2 आने की probability is there is only one case after 36 cases, so 1 by 36. Similarly, the probability of the addition being 3 is 1, 2 and 2, 1. So there are two different cases, therefore the probability will be 2, 36. The cases where the addition will be 4 are 1, 3, 2, 2, and then 2, 1. Sorry, 3, 1. So all these three cases, these are the only three cases where the addition is 4. Therefore, there are 3 cases out of 36. 5 आने के chances देखते हैं. So 5 आने के cases हम देखेंगे, different cases. So 1, 4, 2, 3, and 3, 2, and 4, 1. So there are 4 different cases where the addition is 5. So therefore, the probability will be 4 by 36. If we continue doing this, the different probabilities will be 5 by 36. This will be 6 by 36. Again 5 by 36. 4 by 36, 3 by 36, 2 by 36, and the last probability will be 1 by 36. Again, if you add all the different probabilities, the addition will be 1 and should be 1, because if we are considering all the different cases, इसके अलावा और कोई भी केस होने ही नहीं वाली, तो इसके अलावा जो भी केसेस है उन सब की probability will be 0. So if I write, let's take another value, let's say 13. What is the probability of the addition being 13? Will always be 0. What is the addition? What is the probability of the addition being 1? The probability is always 0. So any number beyond this range, any sum beyond this range, the probability will be 0. And therefore, these probabilities should constitute the total probability, which is 1. And therefore, we'll just erase these two cases. The probability of all these, the addition of all these probabilities will always be equal to 1. So again, what we are doing is distributing the probability of 1 in the different outcomes which can come for the different throws of dice. So जो sum अलग अलग हो सकती है, we are distributing the probability of 1 in the different values of the random variable. So random variable के there can be these different values. We are distributing the probability of 1 in these different values, and thus this is known as basically a probability distribution. So I hope you are understanding the concept. Probability distribution मतलब क्या? We distribute the whole probability of 1 in all the different possible outcomes of the random variable. Now let's take a function which will define the probability. So let's take a random variable where the function of the probability, let's say p of x, f of x ना लिखते हुए we are writing p of x, basically the probability of the value of random variable x. So let's say capital X will write is nothing but the value of the random variable upon k, where the value of x can range from 1 to 4. X upon 10 लिखते हैं. So what we have done is we have defined another random variable x, but उसकी random experiment क्या है we don't know. We have just written directly the probability function of this random variable. Probability function मतलब क्या? If we just substitute the value of x in this, we'll directly get its probability. So let's form another table just like this. So x, its different values. So what are the different values it can assume? Now here it is given x is a discrete random variable. So obviously we should be given that it is a discrete random variable. If it is a continuous random variable, the scenario will be completely different. So we'll come back to this example again and we'll assume that this is a continuous random variable, and then what will be the solution? Then we'll check the difference between the two solutions. Anyways, so p of x is equal to x by 10. So x, what are the different values of x which x can assume? So we are assuming only the whole numbers. So if we assume just the whole numbers, so x can assume 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 different values, and its probability, corresponding probability, can be defined by this function. So just substitute the value of x. So 1 की probability रहेगी 1 by 10, 2's probability will be 2 by 10, this probability will be 3 by 10, this probability will be 4 by 10. Again, the total should be equal to 1. So I hope you have understood the concept of probability distribution. These all examples were probability distributions of random variable, and such a function which defines the probability of a discrete random variable. So let me just write this down. A function which defines the probability distribution of a discrete random variable. Discrete random variable is known as probability mass functions. Very important wordings. Probability mass function. So I'll like you to write this down somewhere, because in the next chapter which we are going to study is basically theoretical distributions, in which we are going to study 3 different type of distributions mainly, which are binomial, Poisson and normal distribution. So these wordings will be used in this chapter, in that chapter again. So you need to understand the concept. So what we are doing is we are defining the probability of a random variable by a function, and such a function will be called as probability mass function if the random variable is a discrete random variable. So if the given variable is a discrete random variable, which is given in our case, in this case, so we'll assume that this function is nothing but a probability mass function. समझ में आ रहा है? Now these were all examples of discrete random variable. We'll just plot this example on a graph as well, so you'll understand more clearly. So we'll just draw a graph. Let's take this example itself, where we are plotting the different probabilities of x, values of x. So we are going to plot probability on the y-axis and random variable x on the x-axis. So different values of random variable of x is 1, 2, 3 and 4. We'll plot the probabilities against them. Let's plot by different colors. So 1's probability is 1 by 10, so we'll divide the whole y-axis in 10 different parts. So this diagram will be a bit shorter. Anyways, let's divide this in 10 different parts. This is 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10, 5 by 10. The maximum probability will always be equal to 1. Now, so 1's probability is 1 by 10, so we'll just plot a diagram against this. Then 2's probability is 2 by 10, so 2's probability is 2 by 10. Let's take another color. So this is 2 by 10. Similarly, 3's probability is 3 by 10. Let's take another color. And force probabilities 4 by 10. And this is basically your graph of the probability probability distribution of the random variable, basically the PMF. What we call it as is nothing but a PMF, probability mass function. So you must understand, whenever the function is given to be a PMF, you should be able to interpret that this is a discrete random variable, because in the questions they won't be telling you whether it is a discrete random variable or a continuous random variable, but they will be mentioning the name PMF and PDF. PDF is for continuous random variable, which is probability density function, which will be covered later on in this video itself. Anyway, so PMF, I hope you have understood. Just one more point to discuss here is, let me draw another graph for you. One, two. So again, we have distributed the whole y-axis in the probability of 1 by 10, 2 by 10 and 3 by 10. What we are going to draw here is not the probability function, but the cumulative probability function. Let me add a column over here which will show you the cumulative probability. Cumulative probability. So cumulative probability of 1 will be 1 by 10. Of 2 will be 1 by 10 plus 2 by 10, which will be 3 by 10. Of 3 will be 3 by 10 plus 3 by 10 will be 6 by 10. And of 4 will always be equal to 1. So the last cumulative probability should be equal to 1. The total of all the probabilities will always be at last touch 1. So if we plot this graph against the random variable, so let's see, 1 by 10. So this will be the value 1 by 10. Second value will be 3 by 10. So let's take 3 by 10. Then let's take next value, which is 6 by 10. So next value will be 6 by 10. And the last value will be 1 by 10. So this function, basically this graph, this line, let me just draw the line. This line, if we just draw this line, this will just go on continuing, क्योंकि 1 के ऊपर probability जा ही नहीं सकती. This is 1 maximum probability. So take any more values, the probability won't be increasing. The cumulative probability also won't be increasing. The probability will be 0 of all the extra values, and therefore the cumulative probability will always be touching 1. It cannot cross 1. So this is known as cumulative distribution function, which is also abbreviatively called as CDF. So ये CDF है, cumulative distribution function. It is also a probability function, but the only point over here is we use the cumulative probability and not the individual probability. So we are going to distinguish between the discrete random variable and the continuous random variable using this point as well, which is the cumulative distribution function. So whenever we are using these functions here, these values, this is again cumulative distribution function. So I hope you have understood what is a discrete random variable in the probability distribution point of view. So probability distribution function is nothing but distributing the probability of 1 in the different values of the random variable. We can plot these in a graph like this. also we can form a cumulative distribution function of the all probabilities. So we can use the cumulative probabilities for plotting the graph. It will always be in a step function. So this is a step function basically. As you can see, this is a step function. So cumulative distribution function of a discrete random variable is always a step function. So these are small points which you need to remember. Can be asked in small MCQs of CA Foundation exam. So step function होना चाहिए. समझ में आ रहा है? Why step function? Because the shape of the cumulative distribution function is always in step function. And why it is always in step function? So probability will always be equal to 1 by 8 till we reach, rather ये थोड़ी सी values मैंने change कर देता हूँ. Let me just correct this diagram a bit. So yes, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So what will happen is the probability will be equal to 0. Probability will be equal to 0 till we reach the value of 1. And on 1, it will suddenly rise to 1 by 8. On 1, it will suddenly rise to 1 by 8. And this probability will be maintained till we reach 2. Because at 2, the probability is 2 by 8 and the cumulative probability will increase by 2 by 8 and it will reach 3 by 8. I hope you have you're understanding what I'm doing here is from 0 to 1, the probability remains 0. Because this is a discrete random variable, so it jumps its value from one point to another. There are no infinite values between them. Continuous random variable में क्या होता है 0 और 1 के बीच में भी infinite values होती है, उनकी भी probability होती है. So the probability is continuously increasing. But in a discrete random variable, it does not continuously increase. It increases at a certain point. एक point पे पहुंच गए वहां पे increase होगा. एक point तक पहुंचेंगे then increase होगा. जैसे 0 से 1 तक कोई भी increment नहीं रहेगा. It will remain 0. 1 पे suddenly the probability will be equal to 1 by 8. Similarly, this probability will remain 1 by 8. This cumulative probability will remain 1 by 8 till we reach the point of 2. Till we reach the point of 2. Because it is again a discrete function. So 1 or 2 के बीच में there are no values. Basically, we assume that there are no values. Actually there are infinite values, but उनकी probability हम हमेशा 0 ही consider करते हैं. So next probability increase will occur at 2 and it will suddenly rise to 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 तक पहुंच जाएगा. ये हम क्या ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं? Cumulative distribution हम यूज कर रहे हैं. 3 by 8 तक अचानक से rise हो जाता है. And then this 3 by 8 cumulative probability will remain till we reach the point of 3. At 3 again it will rise to 6 by 8. So at 3 it will rise to 6 by 8. Then it will be maintained at 6 by 8 till we reach 4. And at 4 it will rise to directly 1. It will rise to directly 1, which will be maintained forever. This cumulative function will go on to be 1 till the end of all the different values of x. So basically x can assume only these 4 values. इसके बियॉन्ड अगर x की कोई भी वैल्यू आ जाए, therefore let's say 5 heads की हमको प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी, 5 heads की प्रोबेबिलिटी will be 0 and cumulative probability will always be equal to 1. So for cumulative probability add नहीं होगी and this will remain at 1. समझ में आ रहा है? I hope you have understood the concept of cumulative distribution function as well and the step function of the cumulative distribution function if it is a discrete random variable. In the next video we'll be discussing about the probability distribution, probability density function, that is the probability function of a continuous random variable, and then we'll move on to the CDF of that function. We'll end this lecture here, end this video here. Thank you.